according to the hint, the magnifying glass was over there in the area that you could not see in the slightest. That gives us a pot, and we're using the pot with the rope. Now we've got a pot with rope. Beautiful! What are we going to do with a pot with rope? I don't know. Still a little lost and confused here, but we'll figure this out. So this hook used to hold something. Perhaps it held the pot with the rope. Oh, hey! Now I have a pot, and I've smashed this thing. That gives me a fire pump. Nice! And I think... wait, I'm using the hand drill here. Yuck. Caterpillars. Okay, so I need to figure out some way to get these caterpillars out, right? And then I'll be done with this particular area. So perhaps I need to go back to where the evil plant was. What's this? Oh yeah, I have a fire pump. Or, I guess a hand drill. Wouldn't I use a screwdriver for that rather than a drill? Anyway, fire room is on fire! Okay, I need a fire extinguisher. Does anybody see... Oh no, okay, let's get rid of the leg. Why are we so destructive in this game? Okay, we have a tabletop now. Now I can play an RPG. Beautiful. Wait, wasn't there a place where I needed a table? Yeah, now I can go up here. And this... Now I'm in where the frozen water element is. Okay. A shell. I can't find anything here while everything's covered in ice. A valve. This is frozen. I need to unscrew it. That gives me a hose. Nothing else here, says the hint. Anything else here? Hint says... Okay, hint says I need to combine things. So now I have a fire extinguisher. That helps me out a lot. Okay, I'll need a doctor's thing there. This is a fire symbol, and this window frame... apparently can be sawed off. And this is clearly the electricity element. The expedition of Robert Smith is very tragic. This empty table is convenient to work on. I don't know what kind of work I'm going to do. It's dangerous to climb up there, but I've got the rope. What a surprise! The stairs are broken! Oh dear. Okay, so everything seems broken here. Let's continue exploring this room, because we hadn't finished. There's something on the page, but I need to make the writing visible. Well, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to use, like, lemon juice or something. So I have a tri-key, a stethoscope. I have lots of items. Let's go back and see if the shell... Sorry, crazy man, didn't mean to talk to you. Let's see if the shell is what we need to help out the caterpillars. Oh, it's not? Oh, okay. Nice talking to you then, caterpillars. Fire symbol. Okay, we need to find the other three and then I'll be somewhat finished. Well, then I'll probably be completely finished with the game. I just don't... I'm gonna wait for the hint to reload. Unless this is it? Yeah! Okay, that gives me a part of the rails, that gives me engine oil, which I can use to make a torch. Ow! I have an oily scarf! Great! Oh, too bad I put out the fire, because in the fire room, that could have helped. Okay. What about up over here? every single area. The hint says I'm done with pretty much every area. Nothing to do here. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now I have the ball, I can solve this puzzle. And I presume this is a puzzle where we try to get the balls into the center. Okay, so by pressing the button, you will rotate the various pieces. Looks fairly simple. Yeah, it looks very simple. I guess you just press the down button over and over and over again until you're done. That gives me a wheel, which I can use here to fix that thingy. And I have more rails. Okay. What did I need all those rails for? I bet the railing will help me travel across that one... Sorry, didn't mean to go back to the creepy guy. The rails will probably help me travel across that huge gap we saw over here. It looks like we're pretty much getting down to the end of the game. I don't think we're gonna have many more screens beyond this one. We need something to make a torch, and I have a brush. So I need to mix this oiled scarf with something, but I don't know quite what yet. I don't know what I'm going to use the brush for either. Is it something here? Something up here? Is it the caterpillars? No, it's over here. That gives me flint in the boiler room, and flint is a thing that usually... This is not a boiler room, is it? Is this the boiler room? The boiler room was the room with caterpillars, wasn't it? Okay. So the flint should be down here, but oh no, it landed inside this hidden objects challenge. So the naval jacket needs some stars. Here's a star. Where do I put the star on the jacket? There? Okay, I need to get rid of the web, so do I have anything to clean the web with? With a fan. Sure, why not? Naval jacket seems to be missing a shoulder strap now. Do I have a seahorse or binoculars? There's a seahorse. More stars. Okay, so I need to find the shoulder strap for this thing. I also need to find an anchor, a hammer, binocular, and a mug. So I need a hammer and a mug, and a shoulder strap. Oh, wait, I'm done with that? Okay, sure, let's go with that. I need a hammer and a mug now. That looks like a mug right there, but apparently it is not. It is just, it's something else pretending to be a mug. Gonna use a hint for one of these items here. Oh, that's a hammer. Wow, that's a hard to find hammer. Okay, and mug. There's a different mug. I really shouldn't have multiple mugs on the same screen. That's confusing. Okay, so those things make a torch. However, I was sent down here to find flint, and I do not see any flint. Perhaps this is the room with flint. I don't see the flint anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna use a hint here as soon as the hint meter fills to figure out what is this one thing I'm missing. Because it looks like I'm missing something super important. Nothing here. Hold on a second. Flint there. Okay. Yeah, okay, I was missing the flint. So let's put this over here. Light the torch. Now we can look around this room. So this thing needs a valve. I have a valve. Great, I can get some water here. Okay, if I ever need water, that will be handy. That's a file. I need to light this oven somehow. I'll use it with flint. What am I going to be cooking there? Am I using my pot? Do I need to fill my pot with water? I need to add some salt to the boiling water. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm doing. This set of images doesn't look complete. Now I can look at this bicycle. How do I get the spokes? I can file them down, of course. That gives me spokes, so I can use that to build something, it looks like. I wonder what I'm going to use to... I wonder what I'm going to build with those spokes. That's what I'm wondering. Anything here that I need to file? Something's written on the page, but I need to make it visible. Still not sure how I'm gonna do that. Yes, once again, I'm not sure what to do, which means I have this challenge again. I need to do fishing or something. That gives me a marble. I need to cut that somehow. Fishing. I need to get rid of the boards and see what's inside. Its meter showed me off these things. Fishing line. Now I need to find a hook. I bet the knife will cut this. Possible to shoot without a ball. Okay, now I have a ball. I presume I'm going to slingshot this thing. That gives me some glass. Okay, I wonder what the glove is for. I thought the glove would be for the glass, but no, it's not. I found a lobster! Perhaps that is what I need to lure these caterpillars out of their hole. No? I wonder where the lobster is going to be used then. Here? Now this is the thing I needed to find. That's an anchor. That is an anchor. Anchor's away. That's a heavy anchor. I need something here. I need a snake to open up this. Will the lobster work instead? No. Yeah. I need salt. I'm not boiling a lobster, I'm not boiling the shell, I'm not using a stethoscope for anything. Oh, here's something. A coffee grinder without a handle is just broken. Even a small cut will open this. What can I use to scoop out salt? I'll use the shell. Now I have boiling water, which will get rid of the stuff inside the wherever. Get rid of the stuff here. Yep. Okay, this is where that boiling water was good for. Finally, the water symbol. We've been working very hard to get this. This was a sailor boy. Heavy damage, order given to make a lightning rod. Lightning rod with a bottle. Okay, so I use my spokes on the bottle. Pilot Herons, you need to check the ship freight. Okay, the corkscrew. Looks like we're done with that particular area. Let's put the water symbol in place. That looks good, that looks good. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna have to combine the corkscrew with something. So presumably I'll combine it with something that has a cork. Like a bottle, and then I'll use the bottle for that scientific thing. Hint meter is telling me nothing. What about up here, hint meter? I have my crow. My crow is standing at the ready. I just don't know what for. Ah, yes! The puzzle part is for this puzzle. Right. Arrange the images so the dishes in the center are surrounded by correct components. So, for example, eggs are going to be egg, a frying pan, and oil. Whereas wine is going to be berries, and wine, and a cork. Over here on the left, I guess barbecued pig is a barbecued pig. That opens up this door. Okay, and that gives me the bottle. Okay. Oh, and there's something nasty inside there. I need to find a way to strain that water, because that water's nasty. This is an old elevator. I need a counterbalance. Let's use the anchor. The elevator is full of stuff. Yeah! Okay. Crow will grab those coffee beans. Clearly we're going to be grinding coffee. The phonograph is missing a tube. Well, that's perfect. It's better to use the funnel to pour out... That is an evil-looking mouse. I need this hammer, but I need a handle on it. Some fuel needs to be put into the blowtorch. We're gonna put the mouse here. So let's get this mouse through the maze. Oh. Well, it'd be helpful if I could go up, left, right, down with my computer keys, the keyboard keys, but it looks like I can't. Yeah, that mouse is just looking evil. The mouse thinks there's something back there. This is the handle for the hammer. What am I going to use my hammer on, is the question. It will be difficult to open this with my bare hands. Perhaps I use the hammer here. For the octopus symbol, giving me a wrench. I need to melt that ice. That is gas. I'm going to put the fuel in there for the blowtorch to melt the ice to give me whatever fancy item I'm looking for. It's a can opener. Hooray! Now I can have some SpaghettiOs. says I can do something here. I need something to strain this. What? That's what a stethoscope is used for? I had no idea! I've been wrong my entire life. I need more items to work here, apparently. Not sure why, but doctor's thing goes over here. That gives me a bandage, and that is the one item I was looking for, just a bandage. Sure. And now I'm making a lightning rod. Where should I put the lightning rod? Okay, just put it down there. That gives me the element of air. I'm getting pretty close to the end of the game now. I have to be, right? I need a way to open this. I need to fix the grinder. Hint. Hint doesn't say anything. Hint doesn't say anything here. Come on, hint button. You need to help me. I need to solve this game before the end of the video. Otherwise, I'll just look silly. I do know I can do something here, and that is put the air symbol down. So the hint says here is where I can use a can opener to cut off the pipe. That was just a random guess, but let me see. I still need to figure out how to get those caterpillars out there. So where did I need a tube? I needed a tube back inside the far, far room. It's playing music. Okay, so, strange lock, I need a special key. Here's a special key. That gives me a sun. I presume the sun goes over here. Whoa! Okay. That was unexpected. I need something to cut off these glasses. The dragon, I need a tool to get this. Okay, that gives me an arm. An arm for the knight. Giving me a sword from the stone, and I imagine the sword is being used here. Yes, on the sharpener. To get a slightly smaller sharpened sword, to cut off these eyes. Eyes which I'm going to put on this thing. To give me a gem, and I have no idea where that gem is going to be used. Where do you think a gem could be used? Here? Sliding puzzle, sliding puzzle. Okay, simple enough. You just want to make all the colors match. I need to get purple in the right spot, though, so let's go with this. Left-hand side of the board is finished. Now the right-hand side of the board is done, giving me a clip. So let's finish with my coffee. Ground coffee, and maybe that is what I need to get those caterpillars finally out. I thought I would solve that caterpillar puzzle way sooner. Not at the very, very end. I don't know what these chemical symbols mean. Okay. Well, am I supposed to find something to help me identify chemical symbols? I'll just use my hint button. Wow, okay, so I still cannot find those caterpillars. Oh, this is so sad. I'll never find those caterpillars ever again. What? What? Okay, I found glucose. Is that what I need to get the caterpillars? Glucose is sugary. You know, with all this time I've used trying to get these caterpillars, I could have just picked up the barrel or something. I don't know. So we'll use the caterpillars over here. Why isn't that working? I guess I use the caterpillars over here rather than on this specific thing. And the element of Earth. And four brothers set off on a journey to seek a fortune. On their way, they met a traveler who asked them questions. That looks like instructions for this final puzzle. Arrange stones from the statue's eyes, matching the color of symbols on the foreheads. So this one wants... How do I arrange the stones? Is there something I do to... Okay, I can click on the eyeballs. Should I click on both the purple eyeballs? Wow, I don't understand this puzzle. Let's just use the strategy guide here. Strategy guide says I need... Oh, this is a multi-part puzzle. Okay. So press one of the arrows until you come to a face. Select an eye. Then click on an... Okay, this makes sense now. Vaguely. It vaguely makes sense. So there are 4 heads, and I just need to get all these colors together. But you can only move one eyeball at a time, making this more difficult than it really should be. Where's the yellow one? Orange one. There we go. So I'm gonna put orange down here, and next I need to find a blue head. So I put blue down now. Now I find a green head. And green is in place. Need to find the orange head. Now orange is in place. I need to find the purple head. Swap blue for purple, and then I'll be done with this. Yay! And part 2 of the puzzle. Arrange stones. So with this, what you want to do is swap the pieces. So you can go left to right or right to left. Okay. I think I've kind of got this. Purple here. Yeah. Nice. I'm glad I was able to solve the final puzzle without skipping. At least I solved one puzzle. The most important puzzle. And that gives me the box, which I can finally give to this creepy guy.
You have succeeded where so many others failed. I suppose that you learned who caused this catastrophe. I followed my captain's orders blindly, and for that, I paid a heavy price. Give me that wretched box, and we can put an end to this.
Okay! Thumbs up! Now I'm back home! Yay! Back home and not dead. See you later, strange cowboy, ferryman, person who's also a sailor, who's also a dead ghost. So that is it. That is the end of Redemption Cemetery, Grave Testimony. I hope you enjoyed my video walkthrough.